What's happening, y'all? Rich Sosa coming back at you with another video today. And before we get started, I gotta say thank God King Jesus for another day and another opportunity. And if you're a day one Rich family member, comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from. And I'll definitely be sure to get back to y'all with a response. So if you clicked on today's video, as y'all can see from the looks of the thumbnail, title, and screen, today, man, I am bringing y'all a very special, and what I'm naming, bro, this is going to be a catfish build, bro. Now, the build name is going to come out, as y'all can see, to a shot blocking wing. And one player that it actually does remind me of, bro, is going to be OUBRE Jr. Now, with this one, bro, you're going to be able to do a lot of special things out of it when it comes towards that finishing end. You're going to be able to get those elite contact dunks, pro dribble animations, and the best thing about this build today, bro, is that you can only get this build name and maintain the elite contact dunks if you're using cap breakers. So there's a lot packed in with this build today, and it's definitely a build that you can use right now as of season 1. So I just want to say thank every one of y'all for your support. God bless you, man. And if it's your first time coming pro, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. Now from here, man, let's go ahead and dive into the creation of today's build. So this is probably, I would say, about close to being the 20th build that I brought to y'all. I have a lot of other builds that I'm ready to drop for y'all, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And for this one today, man, I'm telling you, like, all of the builds that I bring to you, I go into detail with being sure to hit minimum thresholds and also, you know, get badges, animations, everything for y'all so you don't have to do it. So when it comes towards this one, we're putting it at the small forward position, and this is actually only going to be subjected to the small forward position itself, so you can't get this build out of a different position. Now when it comes towards the actual height, you want to go 2 ticks up to 6'9". For the weight, I'm going to go to 197. And then when it comes towards that wingspan, you want to go with 7'4". Now, this is what we're going to be looking like moving forward, bro. And I really did go into detail with being sure to, you know, make sure that we get the animations that are needed. You're also going to be able to dribble and shoot on this build. So if you're looking to be more of a finisher, bro, and a playmaker with some defense, I'm telling you, this is going to be the build that you want to make. So let's go ahead and check out what it looks like when it comes towards the actual physicals. So for that speed, you want to put this all the way up to a 71. Once we get to the agility, you want to go with the same exact thing. And then for that strength, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 75. Now, as you can see, when it comes towards this vertical, I'm going to go all the way up to an 83. And this is essentially what we're going to be looking like when you get this build maxed out to 99 overall for the physicals. Now, something that you really need to take into account, these numbers are really to get certain badges and animations. So the first area that I'm going to dive into is going to be the finishing. When it comes towards the driving dunk today, we got to go ahead and put this all the way up to a 90. So I tried maintaining this build name with, you know, a 91, 92, and 93 driving dunk to get the shot blocking wing build name and get the contact dunks. But I discovered that if you go anything above this, it's actually going to change the build name. So you cannot do that on this build today, but that's okay because all you need is 3 cap breakers to actually get those badges or the animations unlocked, bro. So really clutch when it comes towards this build today, especially to get a nice build name. Now for that driving layup, I'm going to put this up to a 73, 78 when it comes towards that close shot. And then as you can see, bro, that actually does unlock silver float game, which I think is really special on this build. Now for the standing dunk, we're going to get some of those upgraded standing dunk packages, put this up to a 72. And then once it comes towards that post control, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 67. So for this build today, man, like, you have everything needed on both sides of the ball. And I'm telling y'all, when it comes towards this finishing side, bro, a lot of builds are not going to expect that you can be as dominant as it looks right now. So I'll get into the breakdown of the badges at the end. And from here, now we're going to go ahead and dive into that defensive end. So for that interior, I'm going to put this up to a 77. You know, as we get to the perimeter end, I'm going to go with an 82. And then for the actual steal, man, like, this is going to be key on this build as well because you really want to make sure to maintain certain badges. Now for that steal, bro, you don't want to go anything lower than a 60. And then for that block, this is actually where we get this build name from. So go all the way up to a 94. And then for that rebounding, put that defensive side up to an 80. And then for that offensive side, we're going to go up to a 60. Now for this build, man, I'm telling y'all, like, the finishing and the defense are really clutch on today's build because it's really going to be able to do a little bit of everything once I get into the final 2 areas. So once it comes towards the actual shooting, bro, you want to make sure that not only do you want to, you know, be a shooter on this build, but we're going to pay attention to the free throw too. So let's go with the 72 right here. Once we get to the actual three-pointer, I'm going to put this up to a 77. And then as we move forward into that mid-range shot, I'm going to put this all the way up to an 85. So as you can see, we get, you know, the main key badges that are really needed to shoot on this build. As we wrap up everything on the playmaking side, let's go ahead and put that pass accuracy up to a 71. Once we get to the actual ball handle, you know, this is really based off my personal preference, but I think it's going to be a little bit better to, you know, get those pro dribble animations on this build. So let's go with an 80. And then for that speed with ball, we're going to go with a 68. And as you can see, essentially, this is what we're going to be looking like once you get this build maxed out to 99 overall. So a few things that I really like about this build, bro. As far as when it comes towards those Hall of Fame badges, you get Aerial Wizard for the finishing. And you're also going to get High Fly Denier for the defense, bro. So really what you need to do is, you know, for this build, find a jump shot that you like, and dribble animations and the finishing and defense are really going to take care of itself. So what I mean by that is, I think this build is super balanced, bro, meaning if you're a beginner at playing NBA 2K25, bro, I think this is a really nice build to start out with. You have a really high block rating, the defense is definitely there. The finishing, you know, it's pretty easy to drop by your opponents once you learn how to dribble, so the finishing is really going to come in handy, and you necessarily don't always need to be taking, you know, dribbling into three-pointers, bro. You can be a spot up on this build and even, you know, hit pretty consistently from the mid-range shot. So as when it comes towards those gold badges, you get off-ball pass. You also get pogo stick on the gold tier, which for the defensive end, that's really nice, bro. You also get paint patroller. This is probably my favorite interior badge this year. And then you also get strong handle for, you know, the dribbling, bro. Now when it comes towards those silver badges, we get Deadeye. So you also get box out beast, rebound chaser, posterizer for the finishing, man. Like, now as for these silver badges, bro, I think they're going to be just as important as the gold and Hall of Fame. So we even get set shot specialist, you get rebound chaser, on top of that posterizer, unpluckable, you know, Deadeye. We also get box out beast, man. On the defensive side, you get Challenger, Dimer, Hook Specialist, and Float Game, man. Now, we get a whole lot of bronze badges, which is what I think makes this build even more special. So, you know, you get Ankle Assassin. On top of that, you get Break Starter, Interceptor, Handles for Days, Physical Finisher, bro. On top of that, you get Post Up Poet, Shifty Shooter. For the defensive end, Post Lockdown, On Ball Menace, Paint Prodigy, Post Powerhouse. Like, I think this is a really nasty build all around, only because we get so many badges. Like, we're only missing out on 3 badges on this whole build, 4 of them on this entire build, bro. So I think it's nice that not only do we have the potential to work with a little bit of every badge on this build, but you have a whole lot of potential from the takeovers. So we get about 8 or 9 of them: Above the Rim, Driver, Glass Warrior, Slice, the Commander, you know, SWAT Specimen. I think this one is probably going to be one of the best for this build. You also get Midi Maestro. So to get a 99 mid-range shot in this build, bro, I think that's going to be really special. And then you also get Eraser, Dr. Duncanstein. So really comes down to your personal preference and play style. So I want to know your thoughts and opinions on this build, man. Is there anything that, you know, you potentially would change to do or make it even a little bit better? I'm pretty happy because all around it's really balanced. You know, you get those pro dribble animations, the elite contact dunks with cap breakers. You're definitely a shooter and a threat from the outside, and you can even pass the ball, you know, work it around with being a playmaker. And on top of that, bro, like, the defense is solid, bro. So, you know, I would really appreciate it if you haven't done so already. Smash that like button. Let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that everybody made the build correctly. And as y'all can see, we should be able to get these 3 different comparisons: Xavier McDaniel, Jaime Jaquez, and also Kelly Oubre Jr., bro. 2 juniors when it comes towards the comparisons. And, you know, together, man, we have created the shot blocking wing in NBA 2K25. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the build name, bro. And if you have a more rare build, bro, that you've made personally or you've seen, let me know. And, you know, I'll definitely be sure to put together another list of the top 10 most rare builds. I have a video of that already. I'll put a little pop-up card and the link in the description. So, you know, I just want to say thank y'all so much for your support. God bless every single one of you. I truly want y'all to know, bro, the Rich family, like, y'all are my brothers and sisters, bro, and I promise to continue to put out these videos for y'all every day. But if you need anything, man, be sure to hit me up on my socials, bro, right above. And, you know, I just really need y'all to know, like, without y'all, none of this would be possible. we're almost at 10,000 big supporters in the building, bro. So let's go ahead and reach that goal by the end of the month. And I know that we can definitely do that because y'all are the best, most positive community in the 2K community, bro. And I need y'all to realize and recognize that. So, you know, I just need y'all to know that I love you. I appreciate you. And if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And if you're a day one, bro, comment down TG and where you're tuning in from, and I'ma definitely hit you back. And with all that being said, though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.